He saw the best in me.
My name is Cortina Fletcher, and I grew up in the Central District. My mother, she died of a heroin overdose, and so my grandmother raised me. I started drinking when I was 11 years old. Started smoking pot when I was around 12. Then around the age of 15, after my first son was born, a couple days after he was born, I started smoking crack. I didn't know what it was, but I got in a lot of trouble over the years behind it. I went to Echo Glen twice when I was young, and then from there went to the penitentiary. This will be my 6th time. I have children that are grown. They're looking up to me. It's time for me to step up and be the mother that I need to be to them. They were there at my 3 years clean, and then I relapsed. And my son was like, these keychains don't mean anything now. I do have my keychains back. I got a year clean now, and I'm so grateful and thankful. There was a couple of women in the work release that were going to romance, were coming to romance, and they would come home with this glow, and they were like, you got it. And I had already broke down crying, and I was like, thank God, you know, that I got into this program, because I really want the change that it offers. Now I want to get into the program, the Ajax program, and become one of the girls. They said they don't have too many girls, so I'm ready to show my power here, woman power here. I know that I gotta do the maintenance if I want to stay clean, right? I gotta get a sponsor, call my sponsor, do what's suggested. I've never worked the steps all the way through, and I want that spiritual awakening that they talk about in the 12th step. So I gotta work the steps, right? Regardless of what's going on, you have to live for it, go after your dreams and goals.
My name is Ken Gardner, and I'm from Seattle, Washington. My family life was pretty much kind of dysfunctional. I started getting in trouble at an early age. I was 9 years old. That's when I started doing drugs. I made mistakes, and some of them were repetitive. Next time's life without. So that's what's holding over my head. And I'm better than that. It's always been moment-to-moment living for so long. The fact that, I mean, I've lost the first half of my life. You know, family, friends. My dad has died. My kids, you know, I lost them. There's a lot of, I got a long road to go, but there's no closed doors. So all I gotta do is knock and open it. And as long as I stay focused and do the right thing, all the past is in the past. Roadmap has just given me more skills and more of an emotional boost. It took me outside of the box and made me look at myself. And Roadmap is giving me the tools that now that I'm outside of the box, to stay out of the box. So no matter what walk of life you come from, they got you. I really believe, I feel that. And it just feels good to be doing something positive for myself. You know, I'm going to get something out of this that I can use the rest of my life. Well, seeing as how they have an apprenticeship program, and it's mostly 3 to 4, 2 to 3, 4 years, 5-year reunion. We have to do this and see where everybody's at. Even if you didn't do good, a 5-year reunion.
My name is Jeffrey Williams, and what basically brought me to Roadmap was I had a friend that went through this class, and I saw what Pioneer Industries offered as far as beyond just the Roadmap to Success class. There were some things that I was interested in learning, and I found that I could get an opportunity to learn those things without having to pay to go to school. It gave me an opportunity to just be myself and basically not be judged by anyone because of my history. I had a history of drug abuse and whatnot like that I had overcome, and I was still suffering from certain limitations in my own mind, and I just wanted to challenge that. The Manufacturing Academy has been quite enlightening. It's challenged me in ways I didn't think I would ever be challenged in terms of math and actually having to write blueprints and different things like that. To find that I actually have the aptitude, it's really made me a lot more confident in my skill set. It's actually helped me get a little closer to my family, because the more I've gained, the more they've gained from me, I think. Just to see, like, when the first time I graduated, how proud they were of me when I graduated, because even though I'm at my age, I've never graduated from high school. I'm looking forward to this next graduation, because my first one was highly emotional. I would just like to thank my instructors, both in Roadmap and in the AJAC class, for being patient. It has taken me some time to develop my learning curve, and it's been a little slower sometimes it's faster. But I just thank them for having the patience and the willingness to teach in the manner that they have, because it's actually helped me be able to learn.
So my name is Carlos Mitchell. I'm from Seattle, Washington, and I'm 19 years old. When I was in elementary and stuff, I started getting referrals and suspended. As I hit middle school though, that's where things started to go downhill. And I grew up with one brother and one sister. My sister did 10 years in Purdy. She's been incarcerated since she was 13 years old. Once she hit the penitentiary, like, things started really going downhill, because my brother was getting incarcerated too out of the jails, county jails. I really had no one there for me to tell me right from wrong. And the first time I got incarcerated, I thought, oh, this is no biggie, it's cool, it's whatever. My mom was crying, and that kind of hurt me, because when I see my mom cry, that hurts me a lot. People always told me, like, what you do to yourself doesn't just affect you, it affects others. Being incarcerated is not just what others think it is. Everybody thinks prison's cool, it's only a little bit of time. As I'm doing this time, she's doing the time with me. So that's how she looks at it. I was already off to a bad road. I was in the hole a lot. I was just showing bad behavior. I heard of Pioneer from Green Hill. I actually heard because other kids were getting involved in it. Pretty much this benefited me because I got a lot of certificates. I got a lot of job experience. Also, it taught me a lot of things that I didn't know. It taught me some people skills, social skills, all that. It's all benefiting me. This is the longest I've ever stayed out of the hole. I've only been out the hole since December 18th, 2014. So really only like 6-7 months. We all figured, why bring drama to a workplace? You know what I mean? Like I said, this is a work environment. It's time to get serious. We came out the spot now. We're grown now. We all realize that it's not about fighting no more. It's not about proving yourself to nobody. It's about this. It's about working. We're all learning that the door's open for us. It's a second chance, and this second chance is big for us. So I want to thank them. I want to say I'm really grateful for being here, and I want to thank everybody who believed in me. And I want to say to those out there that this is definitely a good program for us. It's definitely a good program for everyone. It's time to check in with your family, you know, show love to them and be there for them, because they're not here forever. So that's something I want to do. I want to take my mom out because I love her a lot.
You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic.